We are here. It looks like we've got everything running correctly. I'm just going to double check. Looking at the audio, which is the Fafine K678 microphone. And I don't have echo cancellation or any of that stuff on today. We will be talking about spirituality, also about the NFL. Stephen A is looking mighty thin. I just saw a clip of him without makeup. He is saying that he believes in Patrick Mahomes and that they have a great chance of winning. That's who he's going with. But if you're looking at player by player, roster talent, it is hard to beat the 49ers. And I would totally agree with that. I think that is very wise. I'm going to go with music called Love today. We are using the Restream format right now. That's nice. We currently have one person on, it looks like, YouTube, and two people on X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you for being here. If you're listening, say hello, say hi, tell us where you're currently watching from. We would love that. And I'm going to have the comments up here, put it right there, so I can keep an eye on that. Today we're not on Instagram, and we're on full screen instead of the portrait. Right now, for some reason, TikTok is supporting full screen. It's almost like they're trying to compete with YouTube, which I find really interesting. Aw, there's my good friend. How are you, sir? I should send you the link. He's on Twitch. So if I send you the link and you want to come up for a moment. Hello. Let's see here. We'll show the comment here. Peace, love, tranquility, all those good things. Love what my dear friend does here. I love the name, Your Resonance. To me, I should be your vibration, your frequency. Mike for reals. There we go. Thank you for being here as well. We appreciate you. And that's the thing when you're on Restream. You never know who you're going to see. Now, I can go on here on a broadcast and we'll have 35 people from YouTube one morning. And then the next broadcast, it's a whole bunch of people from Twitter. And the next broadcast, I can't even keep up with the comments on Instagram. So I like that. I like that you're pulling from so many different resources each and every time. So I'm going to send to my dear friend here. Let's see here. I've got the, how do I do this again? I click this, copy. All right. So I've put this in the chat. There it is. Okay. And you can see it on YouTube and you can see it on Twitch. So if you feel like you would like to come up, you don't have to show your face, by the way, buddy. You could just show your pizza, your glass of wine, your ghetto blaster. You can have it where it's just your face, I think. But it'd be nice if you came on once a week, even just for a few minutes, and talked about the things that you're passionate about right now. That would be wonderful. And I noticed the other day when we were talking, you were saying I was talking mostly about football. I do talk about football. I do talk about music. Here's an example of today. This is something most people probably don't know, but this is one of my favorite artists right here. Nina Simone. And this is a 3 CD set. I just transferred it, so we're missing a disc here. But I got this from Amazon. I think it was around $10 to $12 total with shipping from England. It was made in 2013. It has all the tracks come up, which is phenomenal. I do like this Love music channel, which is free on Restream, and you don't get any of those terrible notices. Is Nina still with us? I'm not sure which Nina you mean. I'm sorry. You know what? I am doing well. The last couple of years, though, have been challenging. I would have to say, and after Haps died, it was pretty tough. You know, I built that, and I had quite a few subscribers, and I was making pretty good money doing it, and it just died. And I knew it was coming. So it's my own fault. That isn't a CD. No. This is a CD. Yes. Yes. Nina Simone is a CD, but that's not what we're listening to in the background. So why don't we quickly look here. You deserve a calm love with someone who's your safe space, your bestie, and brings peace to your soul during stressful situation. And that's from Pammy. Thank you, Pammy. I find when I'm doing Instagram at the same time, I start to lose my mind. It's almost too much. It's like overload. Ooh, look at this. 99% of people are stuck. How to join the 1% who get what they want in life. Interesting. And that's from the Inner Practitioner. Dating someone naturally turns on your inner light, brings out your inner child, makes you laugh, makes you love yourself more, and makes you forget about the stressful, exhausting adulting. Okay. That's a strange ending to that. All right. We tried. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. You are not passionless, Les. You love food. And, you know, people can say whatever they want about you, but you are a person that basically lives by your own drum, your own radio station, your own vibration, whatever you know, connect with. Your partner will either make you or break you. Do you believe that to be true? Interesting. Clint Murphy, laughter and light is what we all want in relationships. I would agree. So I'm going to show just for a moment here. This is X Pro. We'll share that for a moment. Put it up here. It'll be interesting how it does it. Oh yeah, that's cool. So we've been reading from here. I just want to show you some of the, one second here, notifications. And I try to do this daily. I don't always, but I believe it's important to show gratitude to the people who add value to your world. What does this one say? Show. She died in 2003. Oh, Nina Simone. No, I knew that. I thought you meant someone from Habs. So I'm like, Nina. Okay, sorry. I'll try to stay on page. I'll try. That's so funny. She has so many cool videos. Now, if you look at this set, I don't know if you can see that. Look at all the songs on there. That's incredible. Imagine the time and the effort that went into this. And what's great about this is there is a whole bunch of live stuff, which I love of hers. She suffered from low self-esteem. She really did. I want to say hello to Tim Hughes. That's an individual that we've been talking for the longest time. I clicked on the link. Oh, I see you there, buddy. Sorry. Thank you. You're there. I see you. Just give me 1 second here. And I'll turn the music down a bit so I can hear you better. I'm glad that you came. You're there. I see you. Okay, you're going to have to turn yours down because I can hear you. Do you have headphones? You're on, sir.
I can get.
Okay, you're going to have to turn yours down because I missed this. And we're at 11:11 while it's craziness.
I can get.
Are you typing? And we're at 11:11 while it's crazy. He's doing something.
Just give me a second.
Okay, take your time. There's no hurry. I can easily entertain myself. You know that.
Yeah.
I have no problems with that. Okay, take your time.
That's a great skill.
I can easily. All right. Yeah. So if you go on, it's just easier that way. Then we don't have the feedback. But if you notice, I've been following football, and right now, all the announcers, and there's hundreds of them. They used to call it Radio Road, but now it's podcasters, content creators, people from networks, mostly YouTube and things like that, are hundreds of them in the same room, and it's constant noise and voices in the back and tables being, set up and this and that. So they're just flying by the seat of their pants. And I like seeing stuff like that. But the great thing about being there is they have like 100 stars who are walking around that you can just nab at any time. And that never happens. So you here, buddy, with us? He's still working on it. He's moving and grooving.
That's strange. It doesn't connect. It says that it's connected, but
it's better now. I can't hear my feedback.
Yeah.
So you can hear me. Oh, he's working on it. I think he's doing Bluetooth. And anytime that you do a broadcast, you are always going to have individuals and your close friends that have a rough time setting up. But once you get the groove of Restream is very much like a Zoom call. So you can hear, if you have, let's say you have the radio on, right, and you're listening to the radio, or if you're listening to your monitor or even your phone, if it's too loud, you're going to hear that in the broadcast. Now, let's get rid of one of my cameras here. You can have multiple cameras, as you can see here. Extra camera. No, it's still there. 1, 2, 3. We still hear me, which is good. And we're going to go to comments. What's it say here? Give me a sec. All right. We'll give you a sec, buddy. He's scrambling around. You'll be fine. I got lots to talk about anyway. So, Andy Reid right now, if he wins this Sunday, he will have his 3rd championship. He will also be the 2nd coach to have 3 to 4 Super Bowl rings Now, if he stays, and they can win another in the next 2 years, but I believe if he wins, he'll end it. It'll be done. He'd like to end it on a high. I think we're also running the risk of, both Kelsey brothers retiring and maybe doing broadcasting. That, I think, is a very strong possibility and could happen. Now, with Restream, which is wonderful, is you can have a guest on without showing their picture. You can do just audio. So for those who don't want to show their picture, it's easily done, and it's more like a phone call. Our friend here is trying to find a way to have it where we don't hear him, because he needs to hear me. So if you're going to do this type of thing, you make sure you always have headphones. Fireman Rich. This right here. Fireman Rich. Would you like to come up? You have the link right in the chat. We would love to see you. We just lost your residence. I think he's gonna try again to go up, and I think he needed to go down to do his Bluetooth on his phone. The great thing is the quality on here is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Now, the other day, we had in the chat and in the room at one point 37 people from YouTube. I've never had that on YouTube. So we're starting to get traction on YouTube. I also have now almost 4,500 subscribers. And I remember how difficult it was to get 1,000. It was brutal. Really brutal to do that. All right, let's go to... Actually, I'll do it this way. It's probably safer, then I won't have the background noise. Let's go here. All right, and we'll also hit Facebook. Now with Facebook, you have to activate the comments, and if you don't, you're screwed. The Haps offshoot Reach is still out there. It's some kind of... Yes, it is. Yeah, I would agree. That never took off. I don't know what the thinking was there. I think they sold all rights to somewhere like Meta. Do you know what I mean? They made their money and moved on, which is great. Good for them. Yeah. Well, what they're trying to do is get influencers, right? And get them to generate income. So it's a wonderful thing. You can make money if they make money. Are you too busy to come up, Fireman Rich, for a couple minutes? Because I would love to talk about football with you for a few minutes. Andy Reid is talking about leaving. He's almost done. Now, here's the thing. Bill Belichick has, in the playoffs, 31 wins. Andy Reid has 25. If he wins tomorrow, he'll have 26. Tom Landry, do you remember him? Most people do. 20. He has 20 all-time playoff wins. And Don Shula, and I only know Don Shula because of Miami Dolphins. And they had, what, was it 1 or 2 seasons where they didn't lose a game at all? Oh, again, I can't. Got dinner. I understand. I get it, brother. I like that you're here in the comments, though. Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate that. And, that's the kind of support we always need here. I'm just going to clear the comments for a sec. It's getting a little full. That's so funny. You think they'll win? You imagine if Patrick Mahomes had half the weapons that the 49ers have? Half them. It would be absolutely mind-blowing. Kyle Shanahan has one of the best rosters. Now, they built it. I'm not saying they didn't build that. They built that. And it took quite a few years to do it. They also made some very positive trades. The other thing that's a problem, I don't know if you know this, George Kittle has turf toe. A lot of guys get the turf toe. If they had normal grass like they did, they would have different problems, but it wouldn't be turf toe. Rashee Rice has to step up. That's who I'm picking all the way. Now, many people are thinking that it will be 30-28 in favor of Kansas City. Did you hear them booing them? In Vegas, people are sick of them winning. So for the last 6 years, they've made it to the Super Bowl final. Very few people have done that. And, you know, we are starting to see the likes of what I would say legends. How many quarterbacks before they're 30 have done that? None. Zero. Which is wild. We're also seeing a record amount of people getting paid what I think is insane money for services not rendered. And I think they need to restructure contracts with, you know, especially quarterbacks, where it's more, you'll get this bonus if you make it to the first round of the playoffs. You'll get this if you make it to the Super Bowl. You'll get this if you are over 1,000 yards. You'll get this much if you don't have X amount of interceptions. Now, if you look at Baker Mayfield this year, he went from where very few people even wanted him to where now he's a mid-tier quarterback, something like a Kirk Cousins, right? Which I think is amazing. All right, let's have a quick look here. I think we lost my friend. I think he got frustrated and gave up, or his phone died, which can happen. And that's one of the risks of when you are doing stuff with your phone. It can get messy fast. All right, let's have a quick look here. I'm going to go back to TweetDeck and do the... I like on Thankful Thursdays to spend a few moments and thank people. What's he saying here? It is a business. I agree. But wouldn't it be great to have it where you had more quarterbacks because you could afford them, that you didn't go over the cap? What it is very few people make it to the Super Bowl. Very, very few people make it. It's very difficult to do that. And if you think about the teams and the players that have been in the league for 10 years, have made hundreds of millions of dollars, and there's quite a few of them, believe it or not. You know, certain individuals like Aaron Rodgers has made over $300 million. And I'm not talking about endorsements. I'm talking just what he's made in the NFL. You've got Tom Brady, who's also made over $300 million, just the NFL, not endorsements. But then you have people like Matt Stafford, same thing, made over $300 million. It's a crazy amount of money that they're paying to quarterbacks, especially. And they've lost interest in running backs, which is scary. Okay, so let's put this up for a moment. Oh God, we got multiples here. This is crazy. All right, let's hit this. Share. All right, so let's put this up for a moment. And if you're on TikTok, Fireman Rich, right now, what they're doing is they are supporting formats that have what I would call landscape. Things that are over a minute, they're supporting the algorithm with that. Now, not everything, but you have a greater chance of doubling your viewership if you have it on landscape right now. Isn't that absolutely wild? Okay, let's look here. Okay, go to dinner time. Good to see you, sir. Take care. Ciao for now. Thank you. Thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. All right. Fireman Rich, you can find him on Twitch. Great individual. Blaine, that's another HAPS contributor right here that I know from the past. Here, I have to hit it here for you to see it. There it is. And he's still out there doing his thing. He was a megastar on HAPS. I would say probably in the top 3. Wisdom worth following. Yeah, here we go. Here's a wonderful person to follow. Constantly has product and content that she is supporting. Oh, neat. There you go. That's a person on X worth following. Here's a person that I followed for, I would say, about 5 years now. 4 to 5 years. HR technology practitioner, enthusiast, and excited about the future of work and the intersection of HR and tech. Happy New Year 2024. The speed of electricity, okay. This is wild. Isn't that a beautiful picture? It's an article, though, about antidepressants. Incredible, eh? Look at that. It's amazing what they can generate now. And a lot of times it only takes a few minutes to make something that amazing. Look at this setup. AI can now master your music, and it does it shockingly well. Look at this setup. Isn't that something? That's beautiful. That's a dream setup there. There's a few bucks there for sure. Beautiful soundboard. Oh, I've not seen this person in a while. Someone definitely worth following. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click this and click that. Repost. There's Albert Einstein. That's very cool. Highly underrated. There we go. And what are we at here? We're almost at a half an hour of craziness. God, time can fly when you're on here. All right, let's click this. Oh, there's Chris Gales. Great guy. Worth following. Musician. From Memphis. He was born in 1972, right there. There's his mom. Doesn't post a lot. Not on Twitter. I've noticed that. It's usually the same. Not a lot of movement, but he's very kind in the sense of supporting projects that people do. He likes them, retweets them. There's Mel. Mel is someone that has been incredibly supportive, I would say, for the last 3 years. So thank you, Mel. Creator, poetry, art, nature, mindfulness, never give up on yourself. I would agree. Okay. The Raider Kingdom. What's this? So for those who don't know, the Super Bowl is in Vegas this year. And San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs have the ball this Sunday. Sorry, special teams, you might still be important. There will be a few numbers to note, players I'm keeping an eye on the outside of typical stars as an important matchup that can swing the game, as well as props, lots of props. See, and that's the thing. If you're going to win a championship, most of the time, it is on the backs of, I would say, fringe players. All right, here we go. That's interesting and unique. What are some of the other looks you have here? You can have this. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. So I guess, so in 2023, the 49ers offense ranks in combination success rate and explosive plays, rushes of 12 plus yards, passes of 16 plus yards, rated among the 766 NFL offenses since 2000 season. They're 64.9. Oh, Sam the Record Man, I think, died. Oh, sorry, didn't die. No, retirement cell. I didn't even know that Sam the Record Man was still around. I thought it was gone. I'm just looking at a news feed here on CTV. Oh, that's cool. So they're saying when Drew Brees finished with 5,400 passing yards, and the 2004 Indianapolis Colts, when Peyton Manning delivered one of the best, if not the best seasons from a quarterback. So they're talking about the history of the game. Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, on 260 snaps, the 49ers faced against the cover 2 and cover 6, also known as cloud coverages, that feature at least one cover to 2 sides in the defensive structure, as a cloud side will put 2 defenders over one outside wide receiver like Brandon Ayuk. They say he's going to be a huge factor in this game, and I totally agree. So they're saying that Chris Jones, which we already know, will have to have an insanely productive day. And Justin Reed has to be amazing as well. But I'll tell you, as defenses go, It is amazing how much improvement there has been with KC from last year. And they've learned how to win with a strong defense. And that just goes to show you how much they have grown over the last year defensively. I think they are half the team they were offensively even 4 years ago. When they had Tyreek Hill, they were mind-blowing. And I think to this day they should have paid him. But I believe he brought different elements to the team that were unwanted. And, you know, they had, I heard through rumor, they had a chance to get Mike Evans about mid-season and refused to pay. And I think the workload would have been a lot easier. But Baker Mayfield, who is one of my favorite players, probably and almost certainly would have not had the breakout season that he's had without having Mike Evans, who is still an insanely productive player. He definitely doesn't need the money, but he keeps playing, and it must be for the love of the game. Says Mahomes versus Warner is a championship caliber matchup, but the covering Travis Kelce riddle is something I'm curious to see how the 49ers will solve. Well, they have not been able to do that. They were unbelievable, truly unbelievable against the Ravens. They didn't even look like the Ravens. That's how outmatched they were. So let's read a couple of positivity mantra. I speak calm. I speak kindness. I speak light. That's beautiful. All right. Let's hit this. And we've got me again. Let's click this and we'll go to Facebook for a moment. That's not Facebook I want. I think it's this here. Right here. That's what I want. And we'll switch this up. And we'll click this on, and I think we'll get a triple here. Yeah, that's perfect. So this is what I just read. Here's a great guy. Nino's Digital Cafe. I have not seen him as much, but it's good to see that he's doing videos, which is awesome. Okay, let's see if I can kill the music here for a minute. Turn it down a bit. Okay, I'll turn it down a bit. And we will listen to my friend here. Turn it up a bit.
And listen to him. Even sometimes I'm just talking, even if there's no one there, because you never know who needs it.
Okay, I'm going to start this at the beginning. Here we go.
GM, it's Thursday morning. So I just did a space and I had a couple of people in there, but to me, you know, it's not how many people come into my space. I just leave it open because I want to give people opportunity to come in there and just surround themselves, you know, with positivity. You guys know how I feel about the power of positivity, how it's changed my life mentally, physically, and spiritually. I do record them so this way people can go there because of the different time zones, that they can go there and listen to them. Even sometimes I'm just talking, even if there's no one there, because you never know who needs it. So for me, when it comes to this morning, is creating a routine. I do have pictures that I posted this morning, what I do to fuel myself up, right? When it comes to getting the proper sleep, but then also refueling when it comes to vitamins, my chocolate, lemon water. So all those things that I've been doing for the last 3 years, and I've been able to lose over 40 to 45 pounds. And I have this energy, and it pretty much is sustainable all day. So it's getting that protein, being hydrated. So that's my message today, is create a routine that works for you. And just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey in here. People, life is not a rehearsal. We only get to do this once. So to me, my happiness is that I'm showing up for me. I want you to show up for you.
I like that. Show up for you. The other thing is, too, that I'm quite happy to see here is he's making videos. And we discussed this. And if you are new to making videos, making, digital content, and you're just used to being on Twitter Spaces, this is a leap. This is a totally different format. The great thing with this, though, is you can repurpose stuff. And don't worry about it being perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I guarantee it. You can get better at it. But you're always going to have factors like we did today. We tried to get a guest up. He got frustrated. He ended up leaving. And it was all because he needed to wear headphones so we didn't hear the feedback. The next time he comes, he'll have his headphones. Things will be better. And just know that it's little steps each and every day that help you get closer to your goals. Please watch. He's awesome. We're going to play it again. Here we go.
And then just surrounding yourself with the right people. Not everyone in your life are meant to have your time and energy. They don't deserve that. You know who deserves it? You. You deserve your time. Invest time in yourself. Do what you need to do to improve that 1% every day, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And trust me, I guarantee you, you'll feel a lot better. Once again, let's go, and God bless.
I like that. Let's go and God bless. Easily said, hard to do at times. But well done. And the Stoic Space, I listened to that today. It was really good. It always is excellent. It is a bit of a sausage fest, but hopefully that will change in the future. Haps was like that. It was 90% males, I swear to God. And then near the end of it, it ended up being more and more balanced. Oh, we got a little cat here. This is Noble Ron. Great guy to follow. Been following him for quite a while. He likes to post videos about animals, which is interesting. This is funny. Look at this. Let's turn it up a bit.
Hey!
The cat is stealing food. Good for the cat. Awesome. Dog is smart. That is one smart dog right there. Aww. That is so cute and kind. Oh. Oh. All right, let's turn the music up a bit. Let's go to notifications. Thank you, Jean. Let's support Jean here for a moment. Okay. Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay, let's have a look at this. Turn the music down a bit and hit this.
Viviana está manejando, pero yo voy a disfrutar de una película aquí en el camino, Apple TV. Y es más, si quiero hacer que desaparezca todo, mejor me voy a la playa para verlo. ¡Uf! Un poquito de Ted Lasso, ok. Monarch.
Wow.
Está la ventana afuera flotando. Viviana está manejando.
That's mind-blowing. That would be a trip and a half. I bet you that technology is not cheap, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, let's go to list here for a second. I usually go with it through other forms. Let's quickly look. Let's see if we can click here. We got business, we got beer and spirits, digital transformation, football insights. Let's click it. Will it come up? It's going to take a second. We got it. Perfect. Okay. I love that picture. What is this? Oh, wow. That's a full show. 141 Super Bowl. Oh, these guys are great. How long is this one? This is 5 minutes. This is a good source right here to find. This is 50 seconds. This might be interesting. Let's do this one.
So let me ask you something. I talked to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on this show. They were on together last week. I said, Devontae, who is the best receiver in the game right now? He said, A.J. Brown. I said, AJ, who is the best receiver in the game right now? He said, Justin Jefferson. So, Jamar, let me put the question to you. Who is the best receiver in the game right now?
I got two for you. I got two. Okay?
Hit me.
I know you said one, but I got two. I got Tyreek Hill and I got Justin Jefferson. The only reason why I say those two guys put up stats unbelievably, man. And, you know, when you watch them play football, they do it with so much ease. And honestly, those are my two.
So let me ask you something. I talked to A.J. Brown and...
I would agree with that. It's hard to beat those two choices. They're phenomenal. What do we got here? 12 seconds. This is probably just funny.
Who's winning? You versus Coach Prime one-on-one in your prime?
Oh, me, easily. And I will do him exactly how I did others and tell him exactly what I'm running and still beat him.
Who's winning? You versus Coach Prime one-on-one in your...
That's so funny. All right, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. If you can, share, like, and subscribe. And we'll meet up again hopefully tomorrow. Thank you to all the different individuals who were here today, like Fireman Rich, the residents. I appreciate that. Maybe things will go a little smoother next time. And we wish you only the best. Good luck. Watch as much content as you can about football right now, because everybody who is somebody